The most famous party shot on Earth has no inventor. Not a lost one. None. In 2019, Jägermeister's own marketing director said it out loud. We don't know who came up with the Jagerbomb. The company can't even promote it. The drink that made them famous is the one they have to disown. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly how that happens. There's a company in Germany that makes one of the most famous drinks in the world. Ask them who invented it, and you get an answer nobody expects. In 2019, a Jägermeister marketing director told a UK trade paper, on the record, "We don't know who came up with the Jagerbomb." And her next line was even stranger. The Jagerbomb is probably what put Jägermeister on the map. Her words, not mine. It goes further. Under responsible drinking commitments, the Portman Group, the company won't promote it, won't endorse it, won't even put it on a poster. The drink that made them famous is the one drink they have to disown. So here's the real question. How does a global ritual, copied in bars on every continent, exist with no inventor, no birthplace, and no owner? The answer is 2 accidents, 63 years apart, and the first one starts with snow. First, the trail everyone points to. Lake Tahoe, California, late 90s, ski country, cold nights, packed bars, and a strange new drink in a slim silver can that had just landed in America. 2 bars get named as the birthplace: Mulligan's in South Lake Tahoe, Humpty's in Tahoe City. The story even names a bar manager, bartenders hanging out after a shift, playing with the new energy drink, dropping Jägermeister into it on a whim. One problem: you can't check any of it. Both bars are gone. There's no receipt, no photo, no first pour. Researchers who've dug into this say there are no watertight sources linking any one person or place to the creation. The first written traces don't show up until around 2003 in bartending publications, years after the drink was already everywhere. So the most famous shot on Earth appears out of nowhere, spreads worldwide, and only then does anyone write it down. Now the second part, because the drink they were pouring that night has an origin story even stranger than the bomb itself. Here's where it gets interesting. That Tahoe accident wasn't really an accident. It was a collision. 3 forces met in one room. Force 1. Red Bull hits America, 1997. Brand new. Nobody knew what to mix it with. Force 2. The Jägermeister tap machine, rolled into American bars through the 90s. Ice-cold Jaeger, on tap, everywhere, ready. Force 3. A salesman named Sidney Frank. His import company spent the 80s rebranding a quiet German digestif as a party shot for American students. The story goes it wasn't even a bomb at first. A glass of Red Bull, chilled Jaeger poured in, a splash of cranberry. They called it the Red Bull Blaster. The name changed. The cranberry vanished. The shot got dropped. But notice what's underneath all 3 forces. A German digestif that was never designed for any of this. This is the key. Go back 63 years. Wolfenbüttel, Germany, 1934. A small town. A family firm, Vinegar and Wine, founded 1878. And a son, Kurt Mast, drowning in debt. Banks weren't lending. The business was dying. His answer was a recipe. Herbs, blossoms, roots, fruits, 56 ingredients. It took years. Batches came back too sweet. Weak citrus. Wrong. Again. Until 1934, it wasn't. He tested the bottle by dropping it on his own oak floorboards. Shape after shape shattered, until one survived. That angular bottle, the same one 90 years later. For the label, a stag with a glowing cross, St. Hubertus, a wild hunter transformed. So now you have all the pieces, except one. The name. Mast didn't plan to call it Jägermeister. He wanted Hubertus Bitter, after the saint on his label. Then, in 1934, the same year he finished the recipe, Germany's new hunting law turned Jägermeister into an official title, and suddenly it was one of the most recognized new words in the country. Free national awareness. He never bought it, never planned it. The drink even picked up a nickname in the military he never chose. Soldiers called it Göring-Schnaps. And that early popularity is what saved the family business. Look at the chain now. A debt gamble in 1934, a name collision he didn't engineer, an American salesman's rebrand he didn't commission, an energy drink's arrival he never saw coming, and a ski bar whim nobody wrote down. Every link, an accident. Every accident, load-bearing. And at the end of that chain sits a company telling a reporter, on the record, that its biggest drink didn't come from them, and never can. And then, finally, it clicks. Nobody invented the Jagerbomb. Because nobody invented Jägermeister's fame either. Both were accidents that worked. A survival gamble that borrowed a famous name. A bar counter whim that borrowed a famous liqueur. Legacies this size are not designed. They are inherited by whoever is holding the glass when the timing collides. If accidental legacies pull you in, Coca-Cola started as a pharmacy headache remedy. That mechanism next. Some things are built. The biggest things just happen.
If you liked our video, don't forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to Daily Hunt English.